You know, the first time Chris and I got to go to Wyoming in search of antelope, we sat on a water hole in a ground blind and we saw a lot of antelope. But on day 2, the conditions changed and we were forced to get out of the ground blind and do some spot and stalk hunting. And we absolutely fell in love with it. On a spot and stalk style hunt, you control your own destiny and everything has to be perfect. You have to spot the animals. You have to have the wind in your favor. There's got to be enough cover to make a successful stalk. And you may have 8 to 10 blown stalks before you even get a shot at an animal. It was so different than what we were used to sitting in a tree stand or a ground blind in Oklahoma, and we absolutely loved it. So it was only fitting that when we went back to Wyoming in search of giant mule deer, that we'd do it with archery equipment on a spot and stalk style hunt. And that's exactly what we got for you this week on Fired Up Outdoors. Fired Up Outdoors is brought to you by Killer Food Plots, Cops Gun Shop, Executioner Broadheads, Tribe Archery, Antler Trap Deer Mineral, Magic Bait, Fired Up Outdoors Bow Fishing, Element Arrows, and Garmin Verb. Early morning, day 6. Big muley buck right over this hill. Thought he was a 3x3, or I thought he was a 4x3. We come around here and had him at bow range, pretty easy broadside, actually quartering away a little bit, which was even better. And there he goes there across the hill. It turns out to be a 4x4, and what we're looking for is a big mature cold buck. It's got to have. It doesn't matter what he's got on one side as long as he's 3 or less on the other. But 4x4, big mature deer. I mean, probably 270 pounds. He's a monster. He's a big boy. But well, we've glassed 2 mule deer bedded way up in the middle of this canyon, right below a big bluff. We could go around really either way. We're gonna have to see what the wind's doing when we get down there. Not sure how big they are. We can't really get to a good position with the spotting scope. Last time we glassed them was over a mile away, and but we're going to try to sneak up here. We know that they're big, and hopefully we can get in position. We're just going to have to see what the wind does. We got our wind checker, and hopefully if we can slip with this wind the way it's blowing, if we can get within 50 yards, we should be good to go. So we'll see. Over the hill we go. back. Come around the top. Right into that road.
Well, we knew we were going to have to get creative with this particular deer and where he was bedded. So we decided to throw some rocks beyond where he was bedded, try to get him to stand up and look the other way, and it worked absolutely perfectly. The deer stood up and never had a clue we were there. I was actually very fortunate to capture this hunt on video at all. We had a glitch in the camera, and the recording picked up just prior to me releasing the air.
What an incredible day here in northeast Wyoming. We started it out early, had several blown stalks today, but this is the end result of a full day of hard work. Shared it with a couple of friends that helped make these memories unforgettable, and I'm just as happy as I can be. It's my very first mule deer. Did it with archery equipment, spot and stalk. You know, it took several tries. You get a little frustrated from time to time, but you just got to keep after it. And when you put the hours in, we spent a lot of time glassing. We really owe our success this week to our Alpine optics. We spent a lot of hours behind the glass. So, what an incredible deer. He's got great mass, lots of kickers, still got shreds of velvet. I didn't miss him by much. What an amazing deer. And then as we were making the recovery, Rusty finds his shed from last year. Matching kickers, incredible deer, just helps add to the story. We're in northeastern Wyoming, spotting and stalking antelope and mule deer. What a great week. Thank you for watching Fired Up Outdoors.
Fired Up Outdoors would like to thank all of our great sponsors: Cops Gun Shop, Killer Food Plots, Magic Bay, Next Gen Crossbows, Be the Tree Cover Stand, Rusty's Taxidermy, Executioner Broadheads, Zinnick Ground Blinds, HHA Sports, Antler Trap Deer Mineral and Attractant, Element Arrows, Alps Outdoors, Tribe Archery, and Garmin Verb. I want to thank everybody for watching Fired Up Outdoors this week. We hope you enjoyed the show. Please tune in next week right here on KSBI for another exciting adventure right here at Fired Up Outdoors.
Let's get fired up outdoors, out on the trail and your soul it roars, out in the open, stalking your prey, time to make your move today. Will you pull that trigger or are you gonna bail? It's a fine line between heaven and hell.